Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is TDT, the developing trader, coming at you again with another video. And today, real quick, I want to start on the ES as usual. I'll be focusing on the SP500. This is my favorite index to trade, and I figure I'm just going to focus on it and master it and then expand from there. So we can use the YouTube mentorship as we have been doing and seeing if we can find trades on a daily basis. Now, as before, since we've began this week and I've been making these videos, you see that we still have some liquidity above the market. We still have this liquidity below the market that I was expecting earlier. And you can see how prices move since then. So what we are going to do real quick, as we've been doing, is take a look at the price action that transpired in today's market. Okay, so we had a move up, created we had a move down, created a wick, and a move back up. Okay, so we're gonna jump in today's price action and see what kind of movement we can study using the free YouTube content. Let's jump in. Alrighty, now, so taking a look. Oh man. Alrighty, so here we go. We have the 5-minute chart here, and this is today's price action. Once again, we're notating the New York Open kill zone at 8:30. This is from ICT's YouTube mentorship. This is the end of that session, and this is lunch, and then we go into the PM session. So yesterday I went over 3 different days. Today, I only have to do 1 day, and hopefully if I can do these on a daily basis, there'll only be 1 day that I'll have to do. So because of that, I'll go ahead and break down both the AM session and the PM session and see what moves we can find. So just for clarity's sake, so today I did take a trade in this area here. Okay, so I went long on this particular order block right here, and I have my stop loss right below it. I didn't think it would come back and tap me out, but sure enough, it did. And I was just looking to get like right above these highs right here for an exit. So I did take a trade today. I did take a loss, just to be totally transparent. We got to grow. We got to get better. Stop loss placement is a very important thing. There are reasons I could have expanded that. I could have used less leverage, perhaps, and expanded that beyond perhaps this swing low, and that would have given me a little more protection. But such is life. Tomorrow we'll have more trades. Every day we got trades, and I'm not even worried about it. We just keep pushing forward. So what we're going to do next is jump into the minute chart and see what patterns we can find from today's price action on the S&P 500. Let's go ahead and jump in even deeper. Okay, guys, so here we have another day that was quite tricky for the unastute student, including myself, because I didn't take a trade in this AM session. But let's just take a look and see if we can find some nice cherry hindsight picks for what could have possibly been a hypothetical trade today in the AM session. So I'm going to anchor my fib from this low here, and we're going to look at this entire run up during the AM session. And what do you know, it falls back right into just about that. Looks like an OTE setup, doesn't it? Yes, looks like an OTE setup. So take a look at this, guys. So today on the S&P 500, we did have an OTE setup, but would you have the confidence to take this trade? Be honest with yourself. It takes time. The thing about these methods is if you don't study them over a period of time, which is basically what we're doing here together, seeing how it transpires over and over, you're not going to have the confidence to take some of these trades, okay? Because this is just the bigger version of it, but as you know, price is fractal. So we can take a look at smaller swings that happened in this price swing, and you'll see that it's a repeating phenomenon that happens over and over again. For instance, let's say we look at when this low was taken, and this is all from the free content. Let's swing that out to, let's see what we got here. Do we get an OTE here? Doesn't look like we get an OTE here. Let's see. Do we got any OTEs today? This one might have been really tight. So, like I said, the unadept student is not going to be able to take a lot of these trades. Like, you have to know what you're looking for. And when you see it in the market, you got to be ready to get in and get out. That's what I love about the index, me personally, you know. So using just the OTE model, you can see that in between here, we had a slight scalp that if you were ready for it, you would be able to take it and profit on it. Now, this takes a lot of study. If you're not studying the content, you may not even see this swing in the midst of a bigger swing. This is how you can be going in the opposite direction of the trend that's up and still be profitable. I take a lot of trades like this simply because my bias is wrong a lot of times, but I've been trained to know how to take profits, and all you got to do is just look through the free YouTube content from ICT. He has trading discipline, trading plans, all for free on YouTube. I mean, that's the guy that taught me, so excuse me if I keep referring to him, but, you know, the work, he's put together great work, you know, and it helps a lot, especially for students that need something and they need a full understanding of what they're doing. All the vague stuff, it just doesn't work for me, but when I can get in here and see what I need to do and see why it's happening, that's what I love, and that's why I love the content that he's presented. So, and yeah, I showed you two trades. One was a scalp, and one would have been more of a intraday move, a day trade, if you would, or a morning trade for the session. So if you were scalping in the opposite direction, you know, like me personally, if it's coming down here and I'm looking for it to come down, I'm already taking I'm already taking my position off, like I showed you on the other video. So it's all up to you and how you want to do it. But let's go ahead and slide over to the PM session. And let's see what transpired here. This is where I showed you on the 5-minute chart that I did take a trade. What happened was I was in here and I saw these equal highs right here. And this is how price looked when I took the trade. It was like this here. And I'm like, okay. Looking back at it, the context was not there, and this is part of why I'm doing these videos, so I can look back with you guys in embarrassment and see how, you know, I took an L. So yeah, price was coming down. I think I entered somewhere around here. My stop loss was right here. I didn't think we would come back into this area, and it came back, tagged me, and you off to the races. So that's the one that I missed. Now let's see if we can find one of the OTE patterns or the YouTube mentorship entries. Let's see here. Do we got any OTE today? And this is not an everyday pattern. It's not every day you're going to come into the chart and you're going to see these patterns. And that's the whole thing about being disciplined. And that's why a lot of people just aren't going to be able to make it trading, because you want to come in here and do things when you want to do it. And it just doesn't work that way. You have to wait for the market to allow you to get into your positions. And with these indexes, if you're not nimble, you're going to get wiped out. You know, I've been getting wiped out for a long time before I was able to get some kind of profitability. And that has come basically from trade management more than being right more than wrong, if you get what I'm saying. So I actually don't see anything that looks good in the PM session for an OTE. I'm looking here to see if I see anything from the YouTube mentorship that would make sense in this context, and it's not here. It's not here. It's not here, guys. So this would have been a PM session that you probably wouldn't have gotten anything, but you saw in the AM session you had a chance to pick up 2 trades. So that's all I'm going to do today. On a daily basis, I'll try to break down just the SP500. If you guys like the videos that I'm doing and you want to see me expand, I'll try to get more proficient and go over maybe more markets really quick. But for now, I'm just trying to get the process down packed. So I hope you guys had a great day. I hope you had great trading days. I hope everything was positive. I wish you the best. This is TDT, the Developing Trader. Y'all guys keep developing, man. Have a great day. Peace.